What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I gotta say, today's commentary is going to be pretty darn interesting. We're going to go ahead and check out some brand new news that released the other day about a past DICE employee and their current opinions on Battlefield 2042. It's going to be a really good one. But before we actually go ahead and start this commentary up, I just want to let you guys know, these past few days, I've been going ahead and hitting up some Dying Light 2. Now, I don't know if you guys are trying to preserve your thoughts and, you don't want to see too much or get any spoilers, but if anybody is planning on not going ahead and purchasing that game, or even if you just want a little sneak peek and see a little preview, or ask me my opinions, I'm going to be live streaming that game starting in about an hour or two after this video goes live over on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming pretty much all day long, and we're probably going to try to finish the campaign, I don't know, maybe Sunday. If not Monday, we'll probably return and play some Battlefield 2042 on stream. But if you guys want to check out that stuff or any of my other socials, I have a Twitter, and I also have a Discord account as well. All the links to all my stuff are down in the description. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this commentary already. Like I said, it's an extremely good one here. Now, over on Twitter, Dom's Playing put out a tweet saying, biggest takeaway from EA earnings. Battlefield is no longer the flagship shooter in its portfolio. It's now firmly Apex Legends. But already, just from this tweet alone, that just hit so differently because that just shows that EA is no longer going to put as much effort as they do into the Battlefield franchise. And as we see right now, they don't put any effort to begin with. So my God, if this is no longer their top shooter, what is going to happen to this game? And it's understandable. Apex Legends, it was definitely a banger for them. We all know how that marketing scheme worked out. It was fantastic. They released it by a complete surprise. Nobody expected the game to drop. Completely blew up on the spot. And they were able to pretty much continue that hype. Even though it kind of died off a little bit, it is still 110% a top contender when it comes to all the Battle Royales out there. But at the end of the day, money talks, and Apex Legends makes a whole lot of it. So clearly Apex Legends is going to, take priority. But Battlefield, to see it fall so low to the point that EA is probably not even going to show this franchise any respect anymore, well, at least until they actually, make a comeback eventually one day if they ever decide to and make a game that the Battlefield community truly wants. But to watch this all happen right in front of all of our eyes and just seeing the player count constantly every single day drop more and more and more, and every time I log onto this game, it's nothing but lobbies filled with just literal bots. I'm not even trying to be mean to players. No, I'm talking about actual, bots, AI, and waiting ages, half the lobby, just for it to fill up. And by then, the match has already been swayed in one direction and it's going to make it impossible for the team to come back. It's depressing. Battlefield has never been like this. Even at the worst state it's ever been in, which I would say is Battlefield 5, throughout the whole life cycle, the game was populated. The server browser was filled, you could constantly find lobbies. Even when the time to kill changes were coming in, the game felt like absolute dog crap, we were still able to play it and enjoy it. And even after all that crap in Battlefield 5, they still didn't have to delay any of the content drops. And even though we didn't get that much content to begin with, at the end of the day, they didn't have to delay it. Everything stayed on track. The game wasn't that great, it didn't need a lot of work, but it stayed on track. Battlefield 2042 is either getting completely overhauled or it's going to take them half a year to fix all the bugs and glitches, but Season 1 got pushed back until summertime, so expect absolutely nothing introduced into this game until about 7 months later. So as a hardcore fan, whose expectations, I'm going to be honest here, I never lied to you guys. My expectations were stupidly high. Stupidly high. Call of Duty, I've been tricked one too many times. They were really low for Vanguard. And still to this day, Vanguard doesn't really piss me off that much. I've been kind of tolerating it, from time to time, just because, I had no expectations for it. I thought it was going to be garbage, and kind of a little bit better than garbage, so it's not really bad for me. But Battlefield 2042, I put a lot in for this game. I'm going to be honest. I probably shouldn't have after experiencing, past titles. But for some reason, I keep thinking back to Battlefield 1 and how well designed that game was and how beautiful and gorgeous it is and how next gen it looks. And I keep thinking that DICE can still put together a masterpiece like that in modern day. But they keep failing us. And I mean, let's be honest here. The whole dev team who was there for Battlefield 1, a lot of them are pretty much gone at this point. So there's pretty much a whole new bunch of developers working on Battlefield games right now who probably more than likely don't understand the lore, the vibes, and what Battlefield is all about. Just take a second of your time and look at this tweet right here from an ex-DICE employee. That tweet that I posted a little bit earlier for you guys that I read off, this developer right here went ahead and quote tweeted it saying, "This is profoundly depressing, and as ex-DICE, it hurts to watch." He also goes on to say, "Some days I wonder about the alternate reality in which we make Battlefield Bad Company 3. Not Battlefield 3. Would love to have had a shot at it. Not that I regret Battlefield 3, but my heart is now and forever Bad Company." And trust me, Dave, I think a lot of people in the community also agree with you on this one. Battlefield 2042 is not DICE. I truly don't know what it is. But there's no hint of DICE even lurking in the shadows of this game right now. Even Battlefield 5, like I always say, one of the most hated Battlefield games out there, still was able to capture that Battlefield vibe, those Battlefield moments. Yes, there was issues with bugs and glitches and also in-game mechanics, things like, not giving enough ammunition to the players and making healing so complex and changing the time to kill. There was a lot of problems with Battlefield 5, but down to its core, the game, when you hop in, guess what? It felt like a DICE game. It felt like Battlefield. Battlefield 2042 is an utter disaster, and like I said, in order for this game to be revived, it needs a complete overhaul. If at the end of this 6 to 7 months, when they say that they're going to, be adding in so many new things and, a new season for Battlefield 2042 at summertime, I expect everything to be revamped. I'm talking about, I know they're going to keep specialists, obviously, but classes, changing up multiple things with the scoreboard, every last detail of the maps, and also the game mechanics as well. All the things that they removed from past experiences that make completely no sense. They need to add them back right now. And the atmosphere of the game itself must be changed. It doesn't feel like war. It truly just feels like Call of Duty now. And Call of Duty, that's one of the things that really pisses me off about that franchise as well, is that it doesn't feel like war anymore. Games like Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty 4, or World at War, they all felt so unique, and they all felt like you were being put into a battle. Nowadays, after Jetpack Call of Duty games and games like Black Ops 4 and more current day titles like Black Ops Cold War, even Vanguard, none of these games feel like you're in a battle anymore, especially with all the anime camos and all these very bright and vibrant bundles. I'm not saying, they're bad for Call of Duty, and some of them are actually really cool. But I really do just miss the days of, going into Modern Warfare 2 and grinding for the fall camo, or, hopping onto an old school classic like Black Ops 1 and grinding for gold and stuff like that, instead of, just purchasing a really extremely stupidly flashy skin for $20, and they make it so stupidly flashy so other people can see it, because if it's, too dark of a camo, nobody's going to be looking at it and they won't spend more money on it. But that's one single thing that I absolutely hate that Call of Duty changed, and now they're officially changing it in Battlefield. The only game that I could reliably fall back on that was a military-styled shooter that actually felt like it was war. And yeah, you can say games like Squad or Hell Let Loose or Insurgency Sandstorm and stuff like that represent kind of the same style, but Battlefield was able to bring that style to the table and also make it an arcade, fast-paced, action-packed shooter. In my personal opinion, it was amazing. And I know a lot of people are always arguing that, Call of Duty players will never play Battlefield games or Battlefield players will never play Call of Duty games, but in all reality, I think they go together very nicely. That's why a lot of Call of Duty players who stop playing Call of Duty go to Battlefield. And that's why a lot of Battlefield players who quit Battlefield move over to Call of Duty. Warzone and also Modern Warfare 2019 are extremely popular in the Battlefield community, especially during Battlefield 5 when everybody wanted a modern day game. Battlefield is arcadey, and I know a lot of people are going to argue it's a milsim, but it's just simply not. It really is not. And Battlefield 2042 did that perfectly. I mean, the movement and gunplay is actually pretty solid, even though I preferred the movement in the beta since they nerfed it down a bit, and also the gunplay in the beta since the hit detection actually worked. But when the game works, it works pretty nicely. But every last vibe of a Battlefield game that makes it Battlefield, is just stripped. It's gone. And when your own people, past developers who have worked on some of the best games ever made in the whole franchise, are completely embarrassed of this disaster called a game, that's when you know everything is going wrong right now. Truly. I don't think it can get any worse, but guys, I think I'm going to call the commentary quits there. Thank you all so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like above. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those are in the down description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games and over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you all on the next one. Peace out.